Hello people, welcome back to True Take, and in this video I'm going to be looking at one by Taylor the Fiend, and it's simply titled Women Are Losing It. And it's something that I see a lot now, especially as I'm getting older in age, wiser and more experienced with women, and you can analyse things on a whole different level. Obviously the more experience you get with most things, if you're sensible and you have intelligence and logic, etc. But one thing I'm noticing, and I'm sure many other men and even women are noticing, that it just seems to me that women are getting more crazy and more evil. And realistically, just they are self-centered to the core, and they only think about what makes them happy, and it's like they have zero regard for anybody else, especially men. And it just seems like there's this trend to hate men. I could be wrong. I could be looking in the wrong places. But it's definitely not a rare occurrence to see a woman who is just batshit crazy. And that usually goes along hand in hand with hating men. So let's just watch this video by Taylor the Fiend. This is just a sample of an ocean full of, this is just a drop in the ocean of an ocean of insanity. So let's just watch it and you'll see exactly what I mean. So here we go. Now, word of warning, this video starts out with this psychopath sitting screaming, so just watch your ears. Just look at how feral and demonic she looks. The tattoos, nice innocent little face, but oh my god, is there a demon inside there. Feral. Feral as feral can be. Avoid these type of women. Do not accept or tolerate any nonsense or any disrespect from a little feral demon like that. Ever. Or you're a mug, and you deserve every bit of pain, misery and torture she will bring your way. You need to learn. When women act like this, no, that's it. Goodbye.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again, and I hope you enjoyed that intro, okay? Because that intro essentially sums up the dare I say, emotional intelligence, okay, of modern day women who are looking to date men. A lot of them are struggling, okay? They're out here, they're crying, they're screaming in their cars, they're creating TikTok videos like this one right here, talking about, hey, why is dating so damn difficult?
This woman speaks like she is a 10 plus out of 10, and she is the hottest thing since sliced bread. And you'll notice that she speaks down on men, like, can men even speak? And men are like so dumb. That's the kind of way she comes across. These women just swipe them to the side and say goodbye, have a good day.
That's what we're going to be jumping into today, gentlemen. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. And yeah, apologies for the intro. Let's jump into it.
Quick question for any single women who are attempting to date men in Berlin via the apps. Are we okay? Because I feel like it's just getting worse for us. You know what I mean? Like, there's not a lot to work with on there. Even after you match with someone.
Yeah, there's not a lot to work with you, other than you've got a nose like Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, and you've got an attitude, and you're not good looking. I'm sorry. So this is a delusional woman. She is ugly. I'm just going to say it as it is. She's ugly. I do not find her attractive in any way. And she's sitting with an attitude like she deserves every man and that men are all just below her. I don't like that at all. So these type of women, just do not even entertain them at all, or you will regret it.
The conversation is just abysmal.
Yeah, so the reason why dating is getting more difficult for women is because the men who are getting all of the attention on these dating applications, they don't want you. They don't want to have relationships with you. They don't want to get to know you, okay? They don't want to have wonderful conversations with you.
Ugly, 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 and an attitude. This is how deluded they are. Now, she's ugly. If she had any sense, she'd be like, right, I need to bring a nice personality and be a nice person. She's not. She's evil, ugly, and just look. You can say evil, but I just call it ugly on the inside. Some women are pretty on the outside and ugly on the inside. Some are just ugly through and through, ugly on the outside and ugly on the inside. And this is a example of ugly on the inside and ugly on the outside. Why would you want to deal with that as a man?
For 2 weeks before they meet up with you and have to purchase you dinner. A lot of these guys are not interested in putting in the effort. Now, I actually did a poll recently on my community tab. It was something like, why are guys?
Yep, look at this. Why do you think men are refusing relationships with modern women? 17,000 votes. Some would say, ew, that's not a very big sample size, but look, that's 17,000 men pretty much, and maybe women. And look at the top answer. Ding, ding, ding. Lack of desirable qualities in women. And that's the problem. Women are so far from what their role is meant to be. They're literally just broken demons. They're just broken. It's insane. Like, I look at most women and they're either filled with lip filler, fake this, fake that, fake this. They've got all their flesh hanging out, their butt cheeks hanging out. Their attitude's terrible. They can't cook, they can't clean. They bring nothing good to a man's relationship, or sorry, a man's life, other than chaos and carnage.
Is done with dating, and a lot of guys, I'll ask my editor to put it up on screen now so you can see. They just don't see that modern women have very many desirable qualities at all. It just simply doesn't exist, man. Like, you have these women losing their marbles over the fact that men won't commit to them, but they've provided zero reason for the men to commit to them. Okay? Zero reason for the men to even want to have conversations with you in the first place. But let's continue.
Like, men do not understand how to craft a message properly. Like, this guy and I were talking.
Oh, just let me sit here and put men down because I don't like the way they're wording the message to me. How dare you say, hi, how is your day? How dare you? You should be saying, my queen, my princess, I am bowing at your feet. This is what these type of women want. They are feminist demons. They are horrific and ugly in every way. Do not, I repeat, I cannot stress it enough, do not entertain women who speak bad about men, okay, and who think that they deserve everything, the world and the universe and more. They think that the world completely evolves around them and that men should navigate through every obstacle just to please them and their delusional psychopathic mind. Do not entertain these women at all.
Talking while I was abroad, and he kept asking me, like, when are you coming back? And then he'd send me a message like 2 weeks to go, and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny, like maybe we'll meet when I'm back. So finally I got back and he sees that my location's now in Berlin, and he's like, are you actually in Berlin? And I was like, yep, I'm actually in Berlin. And he goes, haha, wow. Bro, what?
Yeah, so I mean, first of all, probably not a good idea to call men bro.
Yeah, and I don't think she's telling the full story either. Yeah, don't call a guy bro. That's not how women are meant to speak. That's masculine. And I don't think she's telling the full story. I think you'll find she's probably been a bit bitchy with him and a bit weird. So he's just kind of maybe that's why he's thought, haha, wow, because you can just imagine the things she's probably been saying to him, and like that's what I'm sitting thinking right now, listening to her speak. Haha, wow.
Being a man, let me just throw that out there. We don't like that. Like, guys, whenever you see a woman call men, bro, it's never a good sign. It really isn't. Now, the thing is, men can craft thoughtful messages. They just don't want to. This is the same kind of thing, guys, as like women complaining that men, we don't open up, okay? We don't share our emotions. We don't connect with modern women.
She'll be the type of chick that's got in her profile, don't just say hi or I won't reply. These type of overly entitled, delusional women that are just unbearable. If you ever see that in a dating where a woman's got, don't just say hi or message me first. These are women that are just attention farming and realistically looking to manipulate men. They're not looking for a good, genuine relationship, okay? And then also avoid women who have, I've got 4 children and they are my world, so if I make time for you, you should be lucky. This kind of thing. Do not entertain any of that.
Men. It's not that men don't have emotions, okay? It's not that men can't create these messages. It's not that men can't put in the effort. It's just that they don't want to, okay? Because men, being logical creatures, will sit there and ask themselves the question, hey, why should I do this? And too often, the answer is just, hey, I shouldn't. So let's continue into this next clip here. This one is it's crazy that we've turned this into an acronym, but I believe this is Get Ready With Me to Cause Chaos. Excellent stuff. Let's see what this lovely lady is about to talk to us about.
Hey guys, get ready with me to terrorize my ex-situationship. One thing about me is I came out of the womb fucking petty. Like, I was not put on this planet for any reason other than to cause chaos.
I mean, yeah, fantastic start, right? This is the kind of thing where being a child, I guess, you might find this to be cool and funny and edgy, okay? But the thing about women who like to cause chaos is that people will just avoid you because they don't want to deal with you, especially as men get older, okay? Like, if you're a woman and your mission is to just, like many modern women, to be honest with you, you think that it's fun to cause chaos. You think that this is a cute personality quirk. Let me just say this. A lot of people who have any degree of self-respect, they don't find this funny or cute. Like, this isn't some, cute little skit where she's joking. Like, you post crap like this, and what will happen is, if you're interested in a man, if the man sees this video and he has any level of critical thinking skills, he's going to actively avoid you. Like, crap like this is exactly why women can't get relationships out of the men that they want. But I digress, guys. Let's just continue with it.
I will never, ever, ever claim to be someone's peace. I honestly give the guys that I'm talking to warnings. Like, usually by like week 2, I send some kind of warning like, hey, just so you know, I'm not normal. If you're new here, I haven't spoken to this guy since the day of the Super Bowl, and the last time we were on the phone, I was cussing him out, and then I blocked him on literally everything. So he's had about 2.5 weeks of pure bliss, and honestly, I would hate for him to get too comfortable. If you're wondering how I'm doing this, my roommate recently restarted talking to this guy that we've known for like a few years, and we put 2 and 2 together and realized that this man is my ex-situationship's boss.
Yes.
Just listen to this absolute demon from hell. Now, this is a classic example of how men fall for women. Because you look at her, you're young, you're full of testosterone, you look at her and you're like, oh yeah, I'll have me a bit of that. She looks great to dump something in. But believe me, that's the trick. Because these type of women, if you fall for their beauty, oh boy, you're about to feel the wrath. If you do not know how to separate lust and logic and operate in logic before you go for lust, and you go for lust before logic, you are in for a world of hurt, a world of mental torture. I've been there, and let me tell you, it's not advisable. When you're dealing with women, do not judge them on their looks. Because just because a woman's good looking does not mean she's good for you. You have to see past looks. You have to look and listen to what they're saying. Yeah? Just listen to this.
So, I mean, you already knew this, okay? Like, this woman already knew that she was trying to hook up with her ex-situationship's boss. The fact that this even exists as a situation is disgusting to me, man. Like, I think that these women should have some sort of, you know how everyone was talking a while ago about glasses, okay? Those, you know, those like tech glasses that would give an overlay to the real world where you could see like, you know, digital signs and everything, you know, think cyberpunk, all right? I think that we should have the ability to, you know, see the information about these people as we walk by them on the street. You know, it'd be great if there was just a neon sign next to this woman, okay, that said that she was an absolute psycho and the types of situations that she involves herself in. So, you know, just to actively avoid people like this, okay? Like, imagine if you had these glasses, guys, and as you walk by these individuals in the street, you would just get a brief summary about how clinically insane they are and about how good of an idea it is to never speak to them in your entire life. This woman is over here talking about the fact that she talks to so many different dudes, the fact that she's a complete headache to all of them. She has her previous situationship. She's trying to hook up with the guy's boss. And her and her friend who she lives with are both actively working towards this, it seems like. And these are the same women, man, that I guarantee you, break down crying every weekend because the dude they really like doesn't want anything serious with them. Like, they cannot logically understand. They don't understand the disconnect between being someone who's clinically insane and having people not want to deal with you. Like, this is the definition, guys, of like a broken individual, in my opinion. Like, she thinks that this is funny. She thinks that this is entertaining. But it's just not, man. It's just not.
Conveniently, we were out with him last night, and my roommate gave him her wallet, so she needs to go get it back. And the great thing about finance is that they work from home on Fridays, so that means he'll be working from home when we go pick it up. My plan is when we're over there to have his boss schedule a Zoom call with him and pretend something's like really wrong, and then when my ex-situationship joins the Zoom, it'll just be me sitting in front of the camera.
Yeah, so she's trying to hook up with this guy to get back at another guy who didn't want to have a relationship with her.
And let me tell you something, right? Women who think this is, they're cool, or they're getting one over on the guy, or they're getting one up, or whatever, they think they're achieving something that's, I don't know what they think they're achieving. All it's going to do, right, is going to make a simp, you know, maybe go a bit more crazy for you. But women don't really want simps. You know, there will be guys who will go, oh, please don't do this, and how can you do this to me, and oh, my feelings, right? But if she's doing this to an actual masculine man who's got self-worth, self-respect, and has got enough experience with women to see past the veil of their beauty and understands their nature, if you try this nonsense, this childish, pathetic, evil game where you're trying to make him jealous by hooking up with a friend or a boss, all it's going to do is tell that guy, wow, I made the right choice. She is on demon time, and thank the Lord above that she's not in my life anymore. And it will not make a real man want you. You know, a real man will be like, wow, I dodged a bullet there. So these women put all this effort into thinking that they're doing something or achieving something, but all it is just evil being evil. That's it, you know.
That's a real smart move, you know. You really got him there. You see, the thing is, when women pull crap like this, the original man who wanted nothing to do with you is going to sit there and think to himself, wow, I made the correct decision. You know, like, women think that it's some sort of gotcha move, okay, some sort of a power play when they go and hook up with some dude and they think that it's going to affect you. Now, here's the thing. It might affect the guy in the short term, okay? But give him a little bit of time and he will realize, oh, I have completely dodged a bullet here. I made the correct decision to either not deal with this woman whatsoever, or under different circumstances, he's going to sit there and think to himself, I made a great decision breaking up with her ass or leaving her or whatever. Like, women think that this is a good idea, but all it does is reaffirm the man's decision to not want to deal with you in the first place.
I honestly think that that has to be scarier than any finance-related emergency, because truly, what the fuck would you do in that situation? Before anyone tries to snitch on me, because I have some mutual friends with him who follow this, by the time this is...
And also, can we just take note on how much makeup she's putting on? Like, how much makeup do you need, you fake little witch?
Posted, I've already done it, and if you guys want to watch, I will vlog it for you all. And before anyone in the comments is like, you should give this man a break, he matched with my friends on Hinge. Like, he does not need peace. If anything, like this...
Oh, how dare he match with her friends? Like, as if he would have even known. And it's like, these women think that they own men. You know, you have to watch out for women that act like they think they own you. Because it's like, that guy is... She even said herself it was a situationship. Now, that just means they've been hooking up. He's realised that she's a little demonic witch and said, yep, I'm good, I'm going to bounce. She's bitter about it. And rather than actually looking into herself, taking accountability and saying, maybe I am a bitch. Maybe I am a bit evil. Maybe I should change my ways. Nope. She just puts full foot to the floor, pedal to the metal, and just commits to being a complete evil demonic bitch. And this is the reality of women. They are retarded. Yeah?
This is not as violent as I could be. I literally hold grudges since kindergarten. Like, one day I will come on here when my platform is big enough and talk about people who wronged me in fucking kindergarten. I do not give one fuck. Obviously, I didn't do my makeup just to join a Zoom call with him. The problem was that I was crazy and he was busy, not that I was ugly. That was not...
So there, she just said the problem was that I was crazy. So... she's admitting it, she's telling you the problem was that I was crazy. So rather than sitting back and saying, okay, maybe I need to change, maybe I need to reflect on myself, no. These types of women are complete witches, bitches, demonic, evil. That is their entire being. She even said that she came out the womb to be that way. So this is the proof in 4K that women are evidently evil. It's there. It's possible that they can be evil to the core and all they want to do is fuck with your head and fuck with your life. So you as a man, you need to, we collectively as men, need to waken up to this and punish these women by being too wise to their games and just literally ignoring them. And do not even deal with them. Then what are they going to do? Because it's going to get to a point in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years where this will become redundant and all men will be aware of this. And then what are women going to do? They're just going to be single. They'll have to be lesbian. And then even then you look at lesbian relationships, I think their divorce rate is the highest, even higher than straight, men and women relationships. And I think the level of violence in them is high as well. Very high. So does that not tell you something? Like, women are just, it's like, you ever get the expression finding a diamond in the rough or a needle in the haystack? That is literally the times we are living in, trying to find a decent woman. And you wonder why men are just like, oh man, this is not it, and I'm not putting up with this. So that's why you're seeing all of these make-up, faked-up women sitting going, I'm single, where are the good men? Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
Never the problem. But I do have a date afterwards. It's a group date with my friends, and I feel like the high I'm going to get from doing this will be the perfect pregame for the date. Anyway.
So she's going to get a high off of fucking with the guy's head. What do you even say to that?
This is your reminder to not wrong me, because I will call you out and I will make your life hell. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay, in the spirit of...
So he wronged her because she's crazy. She admitted she's crazy, but in her mind he wronged her. So he's in the wrong even though she knows she's crazy. This is how crazy she is. She admitted that the problem was because she was crazy, but she's saying he wronged her because he matched with her friends on Hinge. The guy's not allowed to live now, no? They probably live in a little town, you know, so obviously it's likely that they're going to, you know, there's going to be a smaller pool in your town or whatever. And this is just beyond insanity. This is just the reality that we're dealing with as men. Like, this is how far gone women are. It's literally the point where you're dealing with the devil himself.
Transparency, my plan failed. I was told no, it was vetoed, whatever, potato, potato. Point being, I'm still going to post this because my hope is that...
Ha, so the boss didn't let her go over and do the video call. So she had to come with her tail between her legs and saying, point is, I'm still going to be a bitch life. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man.
someone sees this video.
Rather than saying, oh, it maybe wasn't a good idea anyway, it wouldn't have been that nice. No, this is just a demon through and through.
And decides for themselves to go be crazy, there's no harm in trying. So, anyways, I figured I would show you, my outfit for my date tonight. If you're going to comment that I'm pale.
No shape, built like a stick, no boobs, attitude, like makeup, your face is painted on, I don't even know what you really look like, and I mean, nope from me, nope from me.
No, I have a spray tan tomorrow, I know, but yeah, it's 100% my roommates, and I'm super excited.
This is an awful video. This is an awful video. Now, one thing...
And if you've got a problem with me commenting on her looks and her shape, I don't give a shit, because women always judge men on their height, their looks, men being fat. So it's okay for women to judge men, but men can't. I'm going to be honest. The only thing that's actually slightly attractive about her is her face. Nothing else is really that particularly amazing at all. She's bog standard, and she's really just a demon in a human vessel. That's it.
Thing that I really kind of noticed here, I kind of zoned out for the last 30 seconds. I'm not going to lie. I have no idea what she said, so I'm not going to make any comment on what she said because it was probably incredibly stupid. And to be honest, guys, I'm going to sleep fairly soon. I've already hit the gym for today. All right. So I just kind of zoned out at the end is what I'm trying to say here. Now, just notice, by the way, how much crap did we put on our face during this video? I noticed somewhere in there, she was clamping on the eyelashes. Okay. And women do this thing, guys, where like they will make these videos. They will tell on themselves. They will explain how damn crazy they are. And all the while, they'll just be doing makeup the entire damn time. And it just goes to show you, by the way, like how much of a lie is actually happening in these videos, guys. Like, these women actively look like two different people, by the way. If you're a man and I really hope that you don't have the unpleasantry of dating a woman like this.
Yeah, and that is the reality today as well. Women get so much fake, manufactured social media attention that in real life it means nothing. So it boosts their ego to levels that are just insanity. And it creates demons. It creates ugly, selfish, spoiled little brats. And the bottom line is, you get these women, right, they could be a 3, a 4 or a 5, and they put a bit of makeup on in a certain way, and they take a picture at a certain angle, and they can maybe come across and look like maybe a 7, a 6, 7 or an 8, and they think in their head that that's what they are, because they paint a face on that they think, oh, now I am so hot, this is me. It's like that's how fake they are. They are so deluded, it's insane. Like, she's sitting painting her face on. Why are you painting your face on? If you're good looking, why do you have to paint your face on?
But if you date women like this, man, you don't even know what they look like half the time. Okay, you could wake up next to this woman the next day, and for all intents and purposes, it could just look like an entirely different individual. I've always found that to be so crazy.
And that is what happens. It's like two different people. That's the reality.
Easy because these are the women who, you know, want their man to be authentic and everything. Meanwhile, like, you know,
Yeah, they sit and say, I want a real man. Where are all the real men? Meanwhile, they're as fake can be in every way possible. It's just insanity.
don't even know what the hell they look like. Guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode.
Yeah, so that gives you a good idea of just what is out there, guys. And do yourself a favour. Educate yourself on how to look out for these demons, because they are everywhere. Some of them look sweet, and they look elegant, they look petite, and they look fragile, and they look sweet, and they look all nicey nice, and they can act it for maybe a day or two or whatever, but there'll come a point when you start to see, oh, wait a minute, you're actually not a nice person. And when you start to go from thinking they're nice, and you start to see evil, bitchy games and mind games and manipulation and ignoring you, and when they start straying from being compliant, that's when you start to say, oh, wait a minute, ding ding, let's keep an eye here. She's not who I thought she was, and I need to alter the vision that I thought she was, or what I'm looking for. Because the sad reality is, too many men meet women, they get besotted by their looks, and then they just hope that she's going to be this woman, and it's like you need to see them for what they are. They're not who you want them to be. You have to be able to decipher what you are dealing with, and know and be confident enough as a man to say, right, I know this is right and this is wrong. This is what I will accept and this is what I won't accept. Because if you do not have that structure at a bare minimum in your life, or for yourself as a man, you will get walked all over the top of. You will become a victim to a demon like that. And it's as simple as that. So until the next time, take it easy and peace.